Gonna be cruising around 288 knots with a temperature of, what's that, negative 19,000, negative 26, so it's gonna be somewhere around here. So we're gonna be cruising at 288 knots with the N2 of 84.1. So thanks for the pre-flight and being tuned so far. I will start up and start recording again once we start taxiing. Okay, so after looking at this, I'm just gonna start recording from here. So I've done the checklist for the before it start, and I'm gonna set Unicom 122.8 as we are not online and don't have any ATC services anyway. Right, so we can technically be pushing back. I just gotta do a couple things as take the GPU away, close the main exit, and stow away the forward air stairs, as we're gonna be pushing back and we don't want to push back with our doors open, do we? So everything here is set basically. I don't see anything that's making us stop. We can turn the hydraulics on, which is done by going, I keep forgetting to turn the 3D, the movement off. There we go. So the hydraulics are here. We can turn them on fully. And that gives pressure. We can also turn this little bugger on. Cool. So beacon light is gonna come on right now, the anti-collision, that is. And we can just take a look outside to make sure that it is indeed on, which it is. The APU is running as well, so we can start pushback. I'm just going to start the pushback with the default FSX, as I don't really have time to do it with the GSX. So okay, we're going to turn on the right engine. Sorry, the left one on first, because I set the pneumatic cross-field valve on the, you know what engine. Right, so we're going to turn all the fuel pumps on. We don't have any fuel in the center, so we can leave that off. So we're just going to start by turning the right engine on. So we're going to turn on the both.
Starting left engine.
So yeah, that didn't really work, did it? Oh, this never works. Okay, I think I know why. There we go. So the left engine is turning on. We have to reach N1 20. Sorry about the beeps. I might turn that off real quick soon. There's 20 idle.
Parking brake set. Starting right engine. Slats extended. Flaps 5. Parking brake released.
Okay guys, as we come up here to the end of the runway, I have runway 27 left. Yes, I was right, it is runway 27 and the winds are still heading 240 degrees. So, we're going to set runway heading to 270, which you can't really be precise, but that's about it. Excuse me. We're not going to do any standard instrument departure, it's just going to be one direct route and landing as well, so that's how we're gonna do it. And lights are coming on because we are now on the runway. Position strobe lights are on. Alright, we gotta do some things before we take off, such as you can turn the radar weather on right now. There we go, there it is. Trace adjust, trace can be here. We're gonna zoom in here, and well, the first thing is we want to put all the levers to the positions that they should be at this point. And we're also going to put the pitch control up a bit. I'm gonna put the heading select soon, vertical speed. Okay, stay off for now. So let's take off and see what we can do. Okay, so let's take off. Second, we're gonna be setting the throttle to around 90 something, 93, not to the full, because that would be bad for the engines. So we're gonna slowly be patient, and we're gonna be slowly waiting until we have the V rotates. 80 knots.
80 knots.
Checked. See how well we can do in this aircraft. Slightly pitch forward here. And oh my.
V1. Rotate.
There we go.
V2. V2 plus 10.
There we go. We're up. Barely,
Rate of
barely,
climb,
barely.
gear up.
Gears coming up. We barely made it off the runway, but
Gear up and locked.
that's your lesson for today. That's 15 degrees pitched up. Maintain this. Gonna maintain this altitude. Okay, flaps are coming in.
Flaps up, slats retracted.
So what we're gonna do is attempt to put the autopilot on, if I can even remember how you do it. I'm just kidding. So heading select goes on, servos engage, so there's that. I'm gonna be pitching up around here. 2000 something. We're gonna do the pitch hold, to the indicated airspeed, so we're going to try and hold this to maintain no more than 250 degrees speed. So you're going to put this to the nav lock so that we hopefully follow that's why I said I don't like to listen to these markers. I just like to look at the sound. Because it's quite scary when you're flying and all of a sudden doot, doot, doot. So we're gonna turn on the nose lights off, as you can guess. We don't need them. So we're turning right here to intercept the first waypoint. Sorry for the frame drops. I'm doing my best. DC9 does take a lot of frames, unfortunately. So if we connect to here, you can see that we took off here and we're heading for the first point. Climbing up here 6,000 feet. So what we're gonna do is what I'm gonna do at least is get the vertical speed and just push it down a bit. There, that climb is good. So here's us. We're now intercepting the first VOR. 7,000 feet. We're gonna reduce our speed to around 90. Not speed, but RPM. So there's the middle marker, but that's the past. So you can now move over to the right seat and take a look outside, kind of. So here's us climbing, and I'll go back once we're at plot level 190. And the weather looks okay. Nothing too fancy up here, but a few clouds. You could see the white snow is on the fields. We just passed 12,000 feet as well, and kind of forgot to change the altimeter to standard, but 2992 it is for the standard altimeter. That's fine. We also accelerated a little past 250 as we were supposed to. We were supposed to cruise at around 288 knots, so we'll be doing that pretty soon. We are still accelerating here. And climbing at the same time, got around 10 nautical miles, 9 nautical miles, and we'll be switching the VORs very soon. So what I'll do is put it in standby 117.3, and from here what we'll do is do the FO navigation so that we can continue with the FO's navigation, unless yeah, we can continue with the FOs, and once we do that, our next point is Gotham, which is 115.52. 115.52 it is. But I think it'll be 1155. Let's just check that in the navigation simulator here. As you can see, this is how it looks so far. Next waypoint is Gotham, which is Golf Oscar Tango. This is right here. This is VOR 11525. 115250. There was a mistake in my than what I did. So what we're gonna do now is select the heading because our navigation went crazy. So we can select the turn knob, do a heading select, and see from there because we just passed our navigation point to 2.5 it is. Do a course here, which is 72 nautical miles, which seems correct. So what we can actually be doing is navigating this way. There we go. So that was a perfect transition, a little funky, but you get the idea. So there we are, we just passed the VOR, which